Richard, Nick, thank you ever so much for your time. It's a pleasure to see you both today, and thanks ever so much for sparing some time to talk to us about your thoughts for 2022 within the industry and also with Harwoods. First of all, we'll start with you, Nick. If you could just share with us some of your thoughts about where you think 2022 is going to go.
Next year, or this year now, as we come into 22, I think we're going to see more change. I think some manufacturing partners are moving to an agency model. I think we're going to see increased demand for BEV and PEV products as we go through. And I think we might see more buying and selling of dealer groups, as we've already seen this year. So I think there could be further consideration of the business.
2022 will be probably the complete reverse of a standard year, if we can call that these days, of what we're normally used to in the motor trade and industry. So normally we're used to that big Q1, aren't we, with a fantastic March and really gets you set up for the whole year. And I think this year is going to be completely different because of the delays in new product that we've got in varying stages with all the franchises we hold. But I think the general theme is that quarter 3 and quarter 4, so half year 2, is going to be a lot stronger than half year 1, which clearly we're all looking forward to. Our order bank is very strong across all our franchises, so we just want them to come now, and we know that all the manufacturers are working tirelessly to get their cars produced even quicker and get to us. So we may be able to pull some forward into half year 1, but I think it's definitely going to be Q2, 3 and 4 that's going to be the winners this year.
Brilliant stuff. So that brings us really to used cars. Used cars last year were phenomenal, weren't they? Particularly the last 6 to 9 months, the values of used cars has considerably risen. Product is being brought at incredible prices, prices we never would have even imagined. So how do you think that's going to impact going into 2022?
Yeah, I mean, we certainly had a great year from a used car perspective in 21. I think one of the key to our successes last year was our buying teams, who ensured that our forecourts were full all year with great quality used cars for our customers to buy and enjoy. I think the dip in pricing that you're referring to in December was a seasonal thing. I'm pretty confident of where we are now in terms of used car pricing. When you look at the diminished new car supply we've had for an extended period of time, I think used cars are going to hold up for a while for us, and we're certainly looking forward to a positive start to 22, which early days, but we're certainly seeing that at the moment.
So here's a question for you, Richard. So thinking about customer and experience, the customer that has that experience when they come to visit Harwoods Group, how do you think you will boost your experience for your customers for next year so it can overtake product and the customers say, you know what, we're just going to buy from Harwoods? What are you guys doing differently there?
It's a really good question, Craig. And I think for me, all of the manufacturing partners that we work with, where they are high-end vehicles in the main, the competitive segment is getting very crowded, and they're all fantastic cars. We are very fortuitous to represent some industry-leading marques. So you're absolutely right. It's the customer experience that's going to make us stand out from the crowd, which clearly is why we're in partnership with yourself now, and Nick and I have worked very hard with the support of Sue as well on building the Academy modules, because we want to create an omni-channel customer experience that, if it starts online, which often it does these days with customers, we want that to be seamless all the way through to the purchasing decision within the retailer. So what we don't want is customers doing a lot of homework online, then coming to us as a physical retailer, and that journey for them starts all over again. We want to be engaging with our customers online before they visit us, and then we just continue the purchasing decisions with the customer in a collaborative way. But a positive customer memorable experience is absolutely what we're going after. And again, the Harwoods Academy is helping us really embed that within our teams and get that positivity out there, because we want to bring that digital journey and the transformation of Harwoods Group to life. We want to embed those messages and really get that omni-channel experience through after sales as well. So we want to ensure that transparency and ensuring the customers really get to see what's going on in their cars in the workshop. You can see today we're at Portsmouth Audi in the brand new after sales facility, which is just fantastic. But it's completely transparent for customers to see. Drive-in reception, they can watch their car being worked on. We have video technology, so we can really engage with the customer and really get them to buy into what we're doing on their vehicle day to day.
Fantastic stuff. So thinking about then the future, thinking about salespeople, Nick, for you here, this question. The salesperson's role has evolved and changed since the pandemic. You know, with digital transformation, Richard's mentioned there about video and how we've got to be much better remotely with our customers to ensure we meet their demand. How would you see that role in 2 to 3 years' time as a salesperson in 24, 25?
I think it's evolving, Craig. It really is evolving. I mean, we're very lucky. We're a third generation family-owned business that's been going since 1931. So the journey of a sales exec that has evolved over those 90 years is what they do today is very different to what they did then. And our customers expect consultative approaches. They want advice. They don't particularly want to be sold to. And we are really adapting to the modern way, and that's certainly been exponential growth in terms of their journey in the last 18 months as we've all gone through. And the customers now want to be able to connect with our salespeople at different times of day through different platforms, and we have to be ready to receive those inquiries and answer the questions. So for me, I think the sales exec now is more an advisor and a consultative role, and ultimately satisfying the customer's demands because they have all the information at the end of their fingertips nowadays.
What one or two things in addition do you think you could do, or do you need to do next year, really to stand yourselves apart from the competition? We've spoken about experience, memorable experience. We've spoken about product and omni-channels and handling those inquiries in a consultative manner. Are there anything else? Is there anything else you can think of maybe that might be a good thing to do?
I'm happy to answer this one. I think simplicity is the key. We need to ensure, as we are with the Harwoods Academy, that all of our team members, no matter what franchise they work for, understand the Harwoods way and deliver it as simply as possible for the customer to be positive and memorable. We need to be aligned with our manufacturer partners, of course, that goes without saying. But the motor industry, we all know, we've been in it long enough that we can get carried away with certain KPIs and reports, etc., and we can lose sight very quickly of what we're actually here for. So for me, the change is to ramp up that drive towards simplicity across every single department, but making sure the whole experience is customer centric every time. So focus on the inputs, positive mindset, and then all of the outputs, they should, in theory, look after themselves. So that's the change I'm looking for, is that ramp up and acceleration to where we want to get to.
Absolutely. I echo those words completely. The only thing I'd add is just embracing change. I mean, everything is moving at such a pace now, and we need all of our staff and us to embrace change and move as really quickly and nimbly into what is a digital age now, and just grab everything with both hands as we walk into 22 and have a great year and maximise all the opportunities that will be presented to us.
Richard, Nick, some of the stuff you've shared is phenomenal. It's great insight, great intel. Lovely to hear your thoughts about the industry itself for 2022, but also, what Harwoods are doing differently and how you're focusing on, doing the right thing by your team and your customers. Thank you ever so much indeed for your time. Really do appreciate it.